Here are three people to watch now in the final of the Budweiser Cup as they go for the money on the table. You saw George Woods of Alberto, and this being Chip Hanauer of the Miller American, a winner in Seattle many times. Likewise for Jim Kropfeld and the Miss Budweiser. So the final is upon us. As you see, all three turbines in there, along with the Rock, the Crab Legs, and company. As they come down, looks like all the boats are way, way early. Miller on the very inside, but look at the boats. They're trolling practically as they come up for the start. Here's the Budweiser on the outside. Look at Jim Kropfeld. He's timing it perfectly. He did. Oh, my. Look at this on the outside. Kropfeld at full speed right at the start while everybody else was very, very, very low in speed, trying to not jump the gun. Oh, my goodness. Case closed. The Budweiser has shut the door on the entire field in just the first turn of lap number 1. I haven't seen anything like that since the years of Bill Munsey. There's a man that everyone loved to either love or hate, especially here in Seattle, and he was very famous for starts like that. That was vintage Bill Munsey coming way around the outside as this man did, Jim Kropfeld and the Budweiser, around the field, timing it perfectly, having total full boat speed right at the starting line when the gun goes off. Look at the lead he has already on lap number 1. Let's get a time. He's still moving along. Lap speed for the Budweiser, a new course record here in Seattle, 138.9 miles per hour. The old mark, 126. He just blew away a record, and a couple of boats, as a matter of fact. The Pringles and the Crab Legs are both down, but the Budweiser breaking the 2-mile course record here in Seattle by 12 miles per hour. You just don't do that often in racing. Having to weave through the Pringles and the Crab Legs as he goes down the back straightaway. Now it's case closed. Let's face it, second place belonging to the Miller American and third place the Oh Boy Alberto. 4 boats are currently still running here in the final. This is the 4th one, Jack Berry and the Miss Rock KISW, the boat owned by and built, by the way, in Linwood, Washington, just north of Seattle. Fred Leland, the owner. Budweiser coming around the turn. What a gorgeous shot again. Our cameraman in the north turn staying right there with Kropfeld in that enclosed cockpit with the F-16 canopy over him. Chip Hanauer deciding to go with a different direction with the straighter lines. They felt it might be safer with that style as opposed to the rounded canopy. But right now it doesn't seem to matter too much because that Miller American, or check that, the Budweiser, running away from the field, the Miller and the Oh Boy Alberto. Speed for the Budweiser now right around 120 miles per hour. He is backing off considerably after that 138, almost 139 mile an hour first lap. And now it looks like the KSW is slowing down. By the way, the Budweiser qualified at 139, just over 139. The course record is at 140, but he was going almost as fast on lap number 1 as he was at qualified. The Oh Boy Alberto coming down the main straightaway with the floating bridge in the background of Interstate 80 and the Budweiser coming around that north turn for the final time. Jim Kropfeld is picking up another victory. Yet another win for Bernie Little. Victory number 61. The Budweiser Cup here in Seafair in Seattle belongs to the Bud and Kropfeld. Second place to Chip Hanauer and the Miller American. And third place, hats off to the Oh Boy Alberto, which has performed very well today. There he is, George Woods, out of Sumner. Congratulations to them. So of our 6-boat field, only 3 are able to finish. That being the Bud, the American, the Miller American, and the Oh Boy Alberto. So while Jim Henrik is up at the center stage receiving his trophies and plaques and awards for his victory, and we'll talk with him in just a moment, let's look at the national point standings. An 1,894-point lead for the Budweiser. It's all but wrapped up for the Bud in 1987 after that fast start and winning 5 out of 6 races. As a matter of fact, Kropfeld now has 20 career victories in the Unlimiteds. Chip Hanauer with 23, who is the all-time winningest active driver. So he is cutting away at that lead. Elsewhere down the line, as you see, the Pringles, Pietro's Pizza, Wholesome Miss Madison, Rapid Transit, the other boats in the national point standings.
Hi.
James, I said it on the national radio when we talked right after the heat. That was a la vintage Bill Munsey as far as that start. It was fantastic.
Well, you know, maybe I learned a few lessons from Bill around here. Maybe he left a few of them in his pocket and I grabbed them. Who knows? But the way things went on about a minute and a half before the start, we were down in this turn, and Chip was kind of following me around, and I thought, oh, I got troubles now because I didn't want to be down here with a minute and a half to go. But then he cut through the infield, and why, I don't know. But thankfully he did, and I went down to the south turn. I lost about 15 seconds in there, which I tried to do. And when I went the back stretch, I was where I wanted to be. I came around on the start, it said 13 seconds, and I just said goodbye.
Jim, closing comment?
The only closing comment I have is that Jim Croftville is amazing.
Yeah.
When he finishes fourth, or spins the boat out, he is terrible to talk to. But you give him a checker flag and a victory, and look at the smile on this little guy from Cincinnati.
I get paid again.
Congratulations, Jim. And congratulations to all of you for putting the machine together. All right. We got about 3 weeks off, and we're going to go to Syracuse, and we will see you there. So for everybody from the Budweiser crew, Jim Hendrick, Jim Croftville, I'm Don Poyer. So long, everybody. If you'd like an unlimited hydroplane media guide, send $6 to the Unlimited Racing Commission, 414 Pontius Avenue North, Seattle 98109. Air transportation provided by Continental, the official airline of Unlimited Racing for the '87 season. Boat camera provided by Risley's of Evansville, Indiana. Columbia Crest Winery brings you the 1987 Unlimited Hydroplane Series. Sponsored by Ford. Have you driven a Ford lately? By Household Finance Corporation, America's #1 financial services company, and by U-Haul International. Rent it all at U-Haul Centers.